everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to achieve this silver glam holiday New Year's look. So if you want to know how I achieve this look, please stay tuned and keep on watching. All the products that I will be using for this look I purchased at Walmart. So it is a very inexpensive look that you can get at any drugstore or any store where they sell makeup at a very reasonable price. The first thing that I did was I primed my eyes with the L'Oreal True Match concealer in the color Warm, and then I went ahead and set that with the lighter color powder on the Wet n Wild contour palette. And then I went in with the Nudes Maybelline palette, and I went in with that second to last shade on the top row, and I'm going to use that as my transition shade. And once you have that all nice and blended, I'm going to go in with the same Maybelline The Nudes palette, and I'm going to use that dark brown matte color, and I'm going to use that starting on the outer crease and working myself to the center, and I'm just going to go ahead and blend that as well. Once I have that as blended as I'd like, I'm going to go in the same palette with that black matte color, and again just starting at the edge, working myself towards the center. I like to do small amounts at a time because this is a black color. So just go ahead and add small amounts at a time, blend in from the outer crease a little bit towards the center, and blend that out nicely. Next, I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadow in the color Silver Sky. And these shadows are amazingly pigmented. They are beautiful. They're just very good quality for a reasonable price. As you can see, I'm just going ahead and packing that onto my inner lid and just smoking it out towards the edge. I'm going to go back in with the same brush that I used for those darker colors and blend that out so we have a nice gradual effect. And here I'm just showing you how nice and pigmented that shadow is, and then I'm going to go back to that matte brown color and, like I said, smoke it out just so we don't have any harsh lines and everything seems very seamless. Then going back in with the black and again blending it just so you have a nice gradual effect. Now to highlight my brow bone, I'm using the lightest color on the top row of the same palette and just highlighting my brow bone a little bit. Next, I'm using a product that I've never used before. It's the Rimmel London Brow This Way Brow Sculpting Kit. But I must say that I actually liked it. It was pretty, it did the job pretty well, and it was very reasonable price, very, just much less than my normal Anastasia brow pomade. So this is a good alternate for when you don't have that or you can't afford that one. Like you can see, it worked very well for the price. And this is an optional step, you don't have to do this, but I went in with the LA Colors eyeliner in the color Brown and just went in and tight lined the top of my brows. I didn't notice much of a difference, but you can do that if you'd like. And then I'm using the L'Oreal Paris Carbon Black Telescopic eyeliner and gonna go ahead and do a sharp wing liner because you guys know how much I love my wing liner. And then just touching up with a little bit more of that Silver Sky shadow, just to really make that inner lid pop. I'm just adding a little bit more because I noticed that it kind of dwindled off, and blending the top and then cleaning up the edges and any fallout that I may have with some makeup remover on a Q-tip. Then going in with some Maybelline Lash Sensational, sorry, say that 5 times fast. Just to prep my lashes for falsies. And the falsies that I'm using are the Salon Perfect 614s. These are one of my favorites. Next, going in with the Baby Skin Instant Pore Erasers from Maybelline. And this is a kind of sort of dupe for the professionals. This works very well. I love this primer. Sorry. But yeah, it's a really good primer. And then I'm going in and I'm going to mix the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte, and I'm in the color 105. And the L'Oreal True Match, and then the color W5. And I'm just going ahead and mixing those two and then plopping them on my face. What? No. Gently blending them on my face. Next, going back in with the L'Oreal True Match concealer, and again the color Warm. And I'm just concealing my normal way, triangles under my eyes, a little on my forehead, down my nose, my chin. And here I just remembered I'm using my beauty blender, but this is a affordable glam look, so I'm using my Real Techniques blending sponge, and you can also buy this at any drugstore. I purchased this one at Walmart. Next, gonna go ahead and set that concealer with the Maybelline Master Fix Setting Perfecting Loose Powder, and just setting my under eyes, and then I'm gonna go ahead and dust it all over my face. And next, just in case my under eyes aren't bright enough, we're going to brighten them up just a little bit more with the Wet n Wild contouring palette, and using the lighter shade on there. And then I'm using the LA Colors brown eyeliner again, and going ahead and just kind of roughly smudging that on the outer eye, and then blending that out and smudging it out with the brown shadow from the Maybelline Nudes. And I'm using the brown matte shadow that we used on our crease for that. And then using the transition shade that we used on our crease, again, just to smudge it out a little bit on the bottom. And then going back into the lightest shade on that palette and highlighting my tear duct. And I noticed that this color isn't very pigmented on this shade, so I'm just showing you that I'm really gonna having to get in there, but it's okay once you really get the product in. As you can see, it really highlighted that tear duct and it looks very beautiful. Then going back in with that Silver Sky shade and adding it a little bit to my lower lash line to give it a very highlighted, shimmery, glitter, festive look. And then just making sure that everything's nicely blended. I'm gonna add mascara to the bottom lashes. This wand was very big, so I got a little bit on my skin on the lower lash, but it's okay, we can make do with it. It was just the wand was a little big, but the product is good. And then going in with the L'Oreal Glam Bronze bronzer and bronzing up the sides of my cheeks, my forehead as normal. Next, going into that Wet n Wild contour palette and using the contour shade to contour. And this contour shade, there's I believe 2 colors that you can get, and I have it in the shade Dulce de Leche. And again, just contouring as normal, and you already know, you gotta snatch up that chin. And then using some of that Maybelline setting powder and just cleaning up a little bit of my contour. And then I'm mixing for blush these two colors from Wet n Wild. One is Pearlescent Pink and the other one is Rose Champagne. And I'm just mixing them two together. They have a little bit of a shimmer to it, so I don't need to add highlight for this look. And then for the lip, I'm also using two colors. I'm using the 280 Decadent Peach from Covergirl. And then I'm using... Oh girl, look at that dirty mirror. So then I'm using the 700 also, Barely Bloom from Maybelline, and mixing those two lips together. Lip color. I'm just patting away a little bit of the glossiness because my lips are super big and glossy is not my friend. I like the matte look. And that is it, my dears. Again, I hope you like this look. If you like this look, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to see more if you're not already subscribed. And for this look, I was going to do my hair down, but my straightener broke, 1, and 2, I'm a mom. You can see my kiddos there in the background. So let's be honest, I'm not going to lie to myself. After doing all this to my face, I'm probably going to end up putting my hair in a bun anyways. So there it is again. If you guys liked it, please give it a thumbs up, like, and subscribe to my channel. I love this look. And yes, thank you guys. Besos, bendiciones.